Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Fields now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Blitz coming and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon pushing through the contact, and he's going to get this inside the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now his quarterback at Cincinnati.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down, here's Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Bears nothing. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Fields. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Fields. Steps away to his left. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Logan Wilson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the 50, here's Fields. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it, and the Bengals grab it. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 30, the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Back to Mixon on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, out comes the rookie 5th-round pick, Evan McPherson, for the Bengal field goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is Jakeem Grant. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be out right at the 35.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
Here we go.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got his man, that's Sample, the tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Drew Sample, 52 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Let's go!
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McPherson on for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Grant sets to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
11.
On first down, Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Gets past one man. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being over?
Touchdown! Jordan from 3 yards out. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. I just love being in this stadium. So much history and tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ready? 11, 11, 11, 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Five yards remain on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On third down, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Here we go.
They run for it with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Wilson now on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. From the gun, here's Fields. Flush to his right. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This for the lead in the final stages. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. The return man, Wilson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. The screen pass here to Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bears, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.